everyone. So my name is Amy. Welcome to my channel or my page, depending on which social media platform you are watching this on. I'm the owner of Looking Glass Tarot. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you should be able to find the information. Again, it should be there on whatever social media platform you're on. If you don't want to book a reading through my website, you're welcome to buy me a coffee. There should also be a link that you can find there called Buy Me a Coffee, and you are under no obligation to do any of that, but sit back and enjoy this reading, and I hope you like it. Okay, so this is for the week beginning Monday the 19th of August 2024, and it's a little bit late because it's Monday afternoon for those of you watching this in Australia, so I apologize for that. Okay, so this here, so just looking at the numbers, we've got a 5, we've got a 4, and we've got a 9, and then almost everything in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, yeah, almost everything. So this here right in the middle, this is talking about change, and this card, she's talking about using your time well, like not. The reading itself speaks of not when you find yourself in that place where you're rushing around and it's just one thing to the next, and your heart, your blood pressure is rising, and you feel like you're running out of time. Just to stop and pause and take a breath and focus on what you're doing, and know that like it's okay. You'll get it done. It'll be all right. And even if it's not all right, it'll still be all right. You'll figure out a way through. You'll get there because you've done it before, and this is no different. Okay, so this is about, yeah. And also there's something that happens as well when you get in flow where that doesn't happen. When you're in a flow, everything just seems to work like clockwork. But if you wake up with a bad head or something goes wrong and it throws you off, then everything seems to go off. Yeah, I don't know. And then this one here, so 4s are about foundation building, 2 is about people coming together. And this talks about the 2 kinds of wisdom, the kind that you're born with inherently, the one that, the really primal one that like urges us to procreate, that tells us that when we're hungry that we need to eat. And then the kind of wisdom that comes from living life or from being academic. So like literally studying a trade or a course, or mastering the art of getting to know something. And valuing them both and paying attention to them both because they're both equally valuable to you. And then this one, I just thought this was funny because I've noticed lately in my readings I keep talking a lot about romance, and Leo season happens when the sun is in my 5th house, which is about romance. And so I'm just seeing a lot of my readings are focused on, and you can see that says romance. So I don't know if I'm projecting and just seeing the world through my Piscean rising romance colored lens, but this is saying that it is a romantic time for you, and it could be that you're meeting someone or spending time romantically with somebody else in a really pleasurable, lovely way. It could be that you're spending time with a good friend. It could be that you're romancing yourself, or that like there's some. I've had 3 different Pisces sun people tell me this week that they're writing a book, or that they've been thinking about wanting to write a book. That's romantic. That's so romantic. Writing a book, becoming a novelist, like that's a beautiful idea. That's everything. That's what I mean. It doesn't have to be like when I speak about romance. It doesn't have It doesn't have to speak of a relationship between 2 people that's sexual. It can be creativity, the idea of something like coming to fruition, and it's walking down the street of a foreign country can be romantic. Watching a sunset, all that kind of stuff. There's all different ways of experiencing the romance of life, I guess. All right. Okay, so I have pre-shuffled and cut these cards, and I'm just going to start off with a 5 card spread. Mercury's retrograde, so expect lots of speech impediments and expect me to get things backwards and topsy-turvy and not make sense at times. Just expect that, okay? Just keep your expectations low. There you go, and you won't be disappointed. I promise I'm a good reader. Okay, so just looking at the pips, 2 9s is approaching pleasure, 2 8s is a promised transaction or agreement. So it looks like somebody is coming in. Somebody's coming in or has already come in, and they're bringing something to fruition. So this can speak of pregnancy. It can speak of chit-chat, conversations between two people. Think of two birds like sort of chit-chattering away nervously. It can be gossip, rumors, talking on the phone. I suppose it could be texting. That's more the letter though. Yeah, or it could be a couple, two people coming together. Can also represent siblings as well. Yeah, so this is someone delivering a message, quite a public message or many messages. This is something to do with work, your vocation, or your sense of honor. And then this is you if you're a female, or it could be a female you know, or if you identify, whatever pronoun you identify as, this is the feminine energy within you, looking towards an ending of a kind. I can't help myself. I need to know what kind of ending this. I know. I'm trying not to draw too many clarifiers. Okay. So there's some kind of fated ending of a kind. Something that you've been. So it's, yeah, I don't know. It's like something that you really want, that you have wanted, is not coming to pass, or something that you've been working on building up and manifesting and bringing to fruition is, and so the waiting is over. So yeah, like I said, it'll be different for everyone. And now we've got 2 6s, and 2 6s are carelessness. So interesting. Yeah, so that's what I have for that. Someone bringing a message, bringing something to fruition. You're in talks a lot about it, and it could be either the ending of something, something that you had been hoping for. You realize that it's not going to come to fruition in the way that you thought it would, or it has, and the waiting period is over, and you're getting what you want. So it could be either of those two things. And full moons are very the energy of full moons will bring things to a climax, to a head. So that makes sense as well. We've got a full moon in a few hours happening. All right. Okay, so let's look at what we can expect. Let's look at the current energy first of all. Okay, so we've got curiosity. Got curiosity here. We have 2 pages. So this is your intuition and your creativity. And pages are small. They're the beginnings of things happening. They're not an ace. The ace is like the very first spark or idea or step. This is like it's starting to grow, okay? So you're curious, you're inspired, you're feeling insightful and creative. Yeah, and you want to work on developing something. You want to work towards something. This is making me think of that card about wisdom, about the 2 kinds, and then one of them being the getting and learning of it through study, through life experience, through accruing knowledge as we go on our journey. Yeah, so for some of you, you might be starting a course of study. For my 3 Piscean friends, they might be starting to write their book. You know who you are. Because two of you were like people. It was through a tarot thing, I think one was a reading, one was during a live, and one was just a friend I was talking to yesterday. So, yeah. So you're curious, you're feeling creative, and you're working on something. These can also literally be children. So maybe you've got 2 kids that you're sending off to school, or they're starting a new course of study or something like that. Yeah. This is also air, water, and earth. Okay. So how does this energy look like it's going to play out for us as the week moves forward? Okay. So we've got long-term goals in our sight or being met. So the culmination of something that you've been working hard on in the physical realm looks like it's coming together. So maybe you get the house, or you move into the house, or the deposit is finalized. Yeah, or the baby is born. So something comes to fruition. Again, very full moon energy. Yeah. What else? So this is it's 2 10s. So tens are cycles coming full circle. Again, more. It's very very full moon. Yes, but this is saying that there's a lot of responsibility, and there will be responsibility. Like with, if you want to have big important things that you value in your life, it doesn't come without responsibility. So this is saying that it is a heavy load to bear, but not all heavy loads are difficult. Just, well, I mean, a lot of them are, but it is what it is. It's a lot. It can be a lot. Also forgot to mention a theme, which is karma, fate, destiny. So whatever's happening for you right now, trust that you're exactly where you're meant to be, and it's all part of your higher plan. So you're right on time. And then what else? Success. Okay, so this culmination point, which does feel like a weight and a responsibility, is something that you can be proud of. So maybe you have decided to take on an extra load. Maybe you have decided to have another baby, to start a side hustle, to move house. That's like, tell you what's like, I mean, in my experience, moving house is like, that's so full on. But this is saying that you'll come out on top, that it's a successful outcome overall. So, all right. So what's some advice for you as you're moving through these energies? This curiosity. This could be like Page of Wands. Also, I say is like my card for research. So like looking stuff up online, maybe online dating, looking at houses online, courses of study online, just informing yourself, but like beginning to inform yourself so that you can start to learn, so that you can accrue more wisdom. Or maybe do some research on like maybe you want to go to Paris. Maybe that's what you're working towards, and you're like, yeah, it's a lot to take on because we want to save up all this money and put down all of this deposit for this holiday that's going to make me feel amazing. But what's your advice? So this is saying to start something new. So if you have been thinking about building a business, taking a trip, starting to date somebody, splitting up from somebody, it's a whole new chapter. So that's your advice, is embrace the new chapter that is probably going to happen anyway. So it's probably going to happen anyway, because it looks like it's coming. It's kind of coming, because after tens come an ace. So know that you're accomplishing one cycle. You can congratulate yourself, and then know that after the 10 comes the ace. It just keeps going. Things never end. You don't like get to the end of something and you're like, oh, it's done, and then just like sit down and just stop moving forever. You keep growing, you keep evolving, you keep doing things. So it's time to start something else. Okay. The next thing, what else? Okay. So Strength card, very appropriate as we are still coming to the end of the Leo season. But yeah, it does look like you're being asked a lot this week. It doesn't look like a particularly like easy, like let's just stay home and watch Netflix all day week. It looks like the kind where like you need to get something started, you need to work, you need to be willing to accept that something's coming in for you that you deserve, that you want, and know that you've done well, and then to keep going, to keep moving, believing that this next phase coming in, that you can tackle it just as well as you've tackled this last phase. And then the last card, don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to, like this one said, there's no rush. There's no rush on anything, ever. There's no rush on meeting the person, on graduating, on the full perfect healing. You'll get to where you want to go, I promise. That's all I have for you today. Thanks, guys. Hope to see you soon. Bye.